Public attention is famously short-lived. One moment, a name dominates conversations, and the next, it's quietly replaced. But a few figures resist that cycle. Their recognition doesn't depend on trends or timing. It endures. The question isn't how loudly they arrived, but why, years later, their names still feel familiar. In this video, we're looking at 10 legendary stars whose recognition has endured into 2025. This isn't about fleeting moments or current buzz. It's about longevity, careers shaped by adaptability, consistency, and public connection over time. Using a documentary lens, we're reflecting on how these names stayed relevant across changing audiences, platforms, and eras. Number 10. Kendra Lust. Kendra Lust's career began with confidence that caught attention, but it was her professionalism that kept it. While others constantly tried to reinvent themselves, she focused on something simpler, being reliable. Audiences knew what to expect, and that predictability became a strength rather than a weakness. Her approach proved surprisingly effective. Even as platforms changed and viewing habits shifted throughout the 2020s, her brand stayed steady. The lesson? Big moments fade quickly. Showing up consistently lasts longer. Her career shows that staying power often comes from the everyday work of being dependable, rather than chasing the next viral moment. Number 9. Traci Lords. She rewrote her own story when most people thought it was already finished. Early fame made her widely known, but what followed, music releases, film roles, television appearances, transformed that fame into something deeper. She didn't run from her past, she built beyond it. Each mainstream project gave her more control over her own narrative. By appearing in Blade, First Wave, and dozens of other productions, she shifted from being talked about to being in charge. Today, her name represents something uncommon, successful reinvention that was persistent enough to become her actual legacy. It turns out that resilience has remarkable staying power. Number 8. Julia Ann. Julia Ann built her career the traditional way, through steady work without burning out. No dramatic changes, no controversy for attention. Instead, audiences found a calm, approachable personality that felt the same in 2015 as it did in 2025. That steadiness created trust, which matters more than people realize in long careers. While newer talent came and went, her name remained in conversations, supported by her reputation for being balanced and professional. The media world changed dramatically around her, yet she never seemed lost. Her career proves that being consistent isn't boring, it's smart. In a field where many chase constant change, she found success through stability. Number 7. Brandi Love. Brandi Love understood something important. Staying visible without changing is just living in the past. While her early work came before social media took over, her continued success is directly tied to how well she learned to use digital platforms. Podcasts, interviews, Twitter. She met audiences where they already were instead of expecting them to come find her. This wasn't about following every trend. It was about being fluent in modern conversation. By 2025, people know her not just for past work, but for being active right now. She shows what modern longevity looks like. Able to adapt without losing who you are, staying current without seeming desperate. Number 6. Alexis Fawx. Alexis Fawx's career doesn't have one big explosive moment, and that's actually her strength. Her fame grew gradually, which allowed her to connect with different age groups without losing either one. Older fans stayed engaged, while younger viewers discovered her naturally. This overlap created something unusual. People from different generations knowing her work, instead of one replacing the other. She moved from older distribution methods to streaming platforms without the awkward transitions that usually happen. Her professionalism made potentially difficult changes feel smooth. Her career shows how pacing matters. Slow, steady growth, when done right, can outlast any viral moment. We've covered the first 5 stars in this part, but the most admired names, the true fan favorites, are still ahead. We'll be covering them in part 2, which goes live tomorrow. You won't want to miss how this list finishes, so stay tuned.